Come on.
Understandable.
Jays and Dodgers, Game 5 has just gone in the books. We've got our man Doug Glanville here to talk us through it. Let's get right to the highlight. And those Toronto Blue Jays, you cannot put them away. Here we go.
Vladdy, how about Trey Yesavage?
Man, he's amazing, man. I'm so proud of him, man. He's unbelievable, man. He built for this, man, and he's showing every fifth day.
You spent a lifetime in baseball. You've seen a lot of games. What do you think he was doing well against that great Dodger lineup?
I mean, he is acute. His pitch, he was bottom with everybody. He was focused. Give you that 100% every time, every pitch, and I'm so proud. I don't got words to say how I feel for him right now.
After Blake Snell's Game 1, there was so much talk about him establishing the fastball coming into this game. Was that the approach with you and Davis in the first inning?
I mean, we went like we always say, we go out there and compete, man. We go out there and compete, try to take the best swing we have, and thank God in the first inning we do back-to-back, but to me it's like one day at a time and one up at a time.
What do you think that did for you guys to get that kind of jump start?
I mean, it's good, we set the tone, like we say, we set the tone, and to us it's like we competed. We compete every day, and we trying to win it all, man.
You're one win away from winning the World Series. How you feeling?
I feel good, man, but the job's not finished. I know how to be happy. I know how to be sad. I just day by day, I just want to get home and wait to the fan and the game sits.
Vladdy, thanks. Back to you.
All right, Buster, thank you. Vlad Jr. continues to do it all. Homered on Tuesday. Got another one in the first inning on Wednesday. He's the first player with homers in consecutive World Series games in Jays history. Already up to 8 postseason home runs. That's tied with Shohei for the most in these playoffs.
Vlad said, job's not finished, neither is Doug Glanville here with us at the desk on SportsCenter. Doug, when you hear Vlad talk about Trey Yesavage, struggling to find the words, frankly, for a guy that goes 12 strikeouts, 7 innings, as young as he is, what more can you do to describe the greatness that he displayed?
I mean, it is remarkable because he was an A-ball. He was at the bottom of the minor league chain when he started the season in April, and he just kept wearing new uniforms. How baffled these hitters are because they're like, okay, I can see it, and they can't lay off the splitter, and they chase the ball at the top of the zone. But he blurs the lines between ball and strike. You're looking at this level here, and then he's able to just go a little bit above just to kind of tease you up, and then he does the same at the bottom. And it's remarkable how consistent he is with that. 0 walks. So usually a guy has 12 punch-outs. Right. It's a lot of pitches, right? 120, 110. Right. This guy was very efficient within that, so that's a hard thing to do, especially against the Dodgers.
One of the great call-ups in baseball history. You bring him up in mid-September, you got an ace in October, a first-round pick out of East Carolina last year. What a job he's done. Let's go over to the Blue Jays offense, because their approach was pretty basic. Let's attack Blake Snell right away. What did you see in those first couple of at-bats with the Jays?
They just were not going to let the fastball go. He talked a lot, and sometimes you read the media, you read the press, and you say, okay, I got to establish the fastball this game. That was the conversation. So they said, we're not going to let you establish the fastballs. So he can't get to the changeup because he likes to get the fastball, then slow you down, speed you up, slow you down. Well, he can't really speed you up if they're hitting the ball to the ballpark. So it took away a lot of his approach, and he threw the lowest percentage of four-seam fastballs in this game all season. So he really got away from it, and they took him out of his game, and then they played their game.
And speaking of Dodger pitching, that bullpen, having been as taxed as they were in that Game 3 effort, 13-plus innings of coverage for them, obviously a little shaky coming after this one. How do they sort of regroup and get back to it and line back up for Game 6?
Well, they need Yamamoto to just go right through everybody. I mean, they're having a lot of trouble in Dodger Town right now when it comes to the bullpen. And we talk about the trust tree, right? Well, I don't know what that tree looks like. It's missing some limbs right now. They keep tacking on. The Jays keep adding runs. You got to stop it and then score. Instead, the lead's getting bigger, and the bullpen is really struggling right now. And you could tell Robert's like, who do I go to? I don't know. So right now it's going to be their starters.
I don't know if it's too much to ask for, but they might need a third straight complete game out of Yamamoto. I mean, he's done it 2 times in a row. The bullpen's kind of shot. We'll see how it plays out, but their backs are against the wall. This team that back in the winter, we knew the Dodgers were going to be the favorites. And right now they got to win 2 in a row on the road. Barry, yeah, the Jays now 1 win away from a World Series title, their first since Joe Carter hit that home.
Trey, I'm sure you've heard, rookie record for strikeouts. What's this night like for you?
It's special. It's special. Being able to come into their house and do that is awesome. I don't know. It's unbelievable to be in this moment.
What was your game plan coming into tonight, and when did you get a sense that slider was so good, the splitter was working so well tonight?
Game plan was get ahead, be in my count, throw my pitches whenever I want them or whenever I want to, and just be in command of the game.
What was it like for you to walk off after that 7th inning and be greeted by teammates?
It was unreal. I love these guys. I love these coaches, this manager, and the guys I had on the field with me. All of them are awesome, and I'm so blessed to be here.
We've seen your dad can be really emotional. Have you connected with him toward the end of the game, after the game?
Not yet. I think I hear my mom yelling, so they got to be around here somewhere. But I look forward to seeing him and my mom and my brother after the game.
You guys got off to a great start against Blake Snell, 2 homers in the first 3 pitches. What did that do for you?
I mean, it set the tone of the game. We came here to play. We're not going to back down no matter who's on the other side of the field, and we were just in control the entire time.
Sports Center on the road presented by Geico brings us the one and only Eduardo Perez from out there in LA. Can't confirm the pipe's looking good. Must have done some curls and push-ups before he got on with us at Sports Center. Eduardo, we just heard from the man Trey Yesavage. An unbelievable night. 12 strikeouts, just 1 earned run, efficient with 104 pitches. What did you see from that rookie that made this performance so special?
I saw the same pitcher that pitched against the New York Yankees in the ALDS, a kid that had confidence, but this time he didn't do it at home. He did it in hostile territory. He did it at Dodger Stadium. And to me, when you have a kid that doesn't have a lot of experience, he's pitched more in the postseason than he has in the regular season. He only started 3 games, and he started twice on the road, but one of them was on a minor league field. He had the splitter. He had the slider working. Think about this. Out of 39 swings that they had combined between the slider and the splitter, he got 21 misses. Man, was he good. He was excellent because he was able to control the strike zone early with the fastball and then use that splitter against lefties, use the slider against righties, and when he needed the splitter to just confuse the right-handed hitters, he did that. He was the total package tonight against an LA Dodger team that already faced him once before in this World Series. He was spectacular.
Yeah, you heard Dave Roberts say, hey, I think we're going to try to figure out what that splitter is doing. Still, no figuring out what that pitch is doing specifically. But flipping over to the Dodgers' perspective, you're looking at a top 4 of their order that 1 for 15 combined. Knowing that they rely as much as they do on that home run ball, what can they possibly do to get some sort of offense going to support their starting pitch and going as deep as they have to?
Yeah, if you take away the Kike Hernandez home run, you're looking at a team that had soft contact the entire night. 2 infield hits by Hernandez as well, Taylor Hernandez, and then that base hit at the end of the game. This is a team that right now is looking for offense. They're searching. They changed their lineup around. They sat Pajes. They're looking for offense not only at the top. At the top, it starts with the leadership of Mookie Betts, right? They moved him to the 3 spot. He has not been able to figure it out. He continues to hit weak fly balls up in the air and has not been able to barrel stuff in a better launch angle position around 17 degrees where he was all season long this year. He needs to figure it out. They can't just lean on Freddie Freeman and Shohei Ohtani. They need more. The bottom of the order has struggled as well. They need that 9-hole to get on so Shohei Ohtani can do Shohei Ohtani things with runners on. This isn't just a 2-man show. It has to be more. And right now, offensively, they have not had that.
Unbelievable that after an NLCS sweep, we're sitting here wondering if the Dodgers are going to get bounced here in the championship round. Eduardo Perez, always appreciate it, sir. Safe travels.
You got it.
Sports Center on the road is presented by Geico. Get more with Geico.
All right, Dodgers got to win too. Here's Dave Roberts after tonight's loss.
I know the bullpen obviously put in a really good performance in Game 3, but right in these other games where you've kind of had these mid-game, taking the starter out, guys on base. I mean, is it fair to say that these bullpen problems that you guys have had for a large part of the season are maybe catching up to you in this series?
Yeah, it's hard because you can only push a starter so much. I thought Blake emptied the tank, and you have an opportunity with the base open in the sense of, in this situation, second base with Vlad up, and I felt Henriquez was the guy to get him out. And you also have a chance to get Bichette out. I pushed Blake as much as I pushed him all year. And you look at the 3 games that we lost, it spiraled on us with guys on base. But guys have got to be better. They certainly had a good game in game 4, whatever it was. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of, guys have got to do their jobs. Everyone's got to do their job. And so right now, we're at elimination, and we've got to kind of wipe the slate clean and find a way to win game 6 and pick up the pieces and see where we're at.
SportsCenter on the road, presented by Geico, bringing us Jessica Mendoza. Now, on the heels of what you heard from Dave Roberts and just trying to understand exactly how to piece things together for a team that had the probably highest level of confidence entering this World Series, how do they go about regrouping and getting back to playing what they are expected to do in playing Dodger baseball?
It starts with their bats, and honestly, I think the regroup needs to happen with just the conversation of like, how do we get confident again? How do we stop getting to a point where we're chasing pitches and coming outside of ourselves? Because that's been the biggest thing I've noticed with this Dodger team is the fact this is a team that almost averages 6 runs a game. They're over 3 runs a game barely right now. You look at 29 straight innings, and they've only scored 4 runs. And yes, you can point to individuals like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, who are their stars. I mean, at times even Shohei Ohtani showing how much human he can be, but to me it's the bottom of the order. There's 7 through 9 hitters. We saw Alex Call fall into that spot for Andy Pajes, who had been struggling. Who gets on base for the top? Because really, when you see they've hit 8 home runs, 7 of them have been solo home runs in this World Series. When the Dodgers win games, they slug with players on base. That's what the Blue Jays have done, taking advantage of those base runners once they get on.
And then looking ahead from the pitching perspective, Yoshinobu Yamamoto will be on for that pivotal game 6, that that do or die situation for the Dodgers game 6. With what he has done from a length perspective, obviously that alleviates a bullpen that's been much maligned, but knowing that is only as finite as it is, how do you get the most out of Yamamoto in this contest?
Well, you're not looking for 9 innings in this kind of, game where their backs are against the wall. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, will be able to dial and be precise and give them as much length as possible. Of course, 9 innings pitched back-to-back was so impressive from him. But at this point, you're looking at maybe a possibility of guys like Shohei Ohtani coming out of the bullpen, Tyler Glasnow. I mean, they will be all hands on deck, and the way that the bullpen is looked, that includes starting pitchers. So this is the kind of excitement that we start to see, backs against the wall for the team like the Dodgers game 6. If there is a game 7, you are going to see things we've never seen, and that includes possibly Shohei Ohtani coming out of the bullpen.
It was already a treat to see Clayton Kershaw trot out of that bullpen. Who knows what comes in game 6 and beyond. Jessica Mendoza joining us here on SportsCenter. Thank you very much.